Hello, Aries. Welcome to your 2025 September reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. So I pre-shuffled your cards. So let's see what Spirit wishes to say for you at this time. Ooh, I don't like that. Challenging times, throat chakra, release, believe and succeed, shine. Ooh, solar plexus and your throat chakra. Well-deserved reward and simply love. And then I have these cards here. New beginnings. That's exciting. Solitude and harmony. Interesting. Challenging times. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like the challenging time that I sense in this reading has to do with the fact that I feel like you're trying to get your point across to people and you're stepping into your power, and some people don't like that. They just naturally don't like when people are starting to be more authentic to themselves. They're voicing their opinion and they're learning that to say what they need to say in an effective way and to leave it at that and not over explain themselves. There are people around you, I feel, who can sense that you're upgrading and that you're willing and wanting to kind of evolve and expand in your career, in your life, and in your alignment with yourself. And that brings fear to those who are not ready or who operate in fear. So many times I feel like the challenge is you're feeling maybe a pushback with people that don't like this new version of you. Yet this new version of you is really just you having more boundaries. So like basically I feel like you're around people that don't like your boundaries. So, and it's causing a little bit of pushback, a little bit of jealousy, perhaps a little bit of just fear energetically of like maybe they feel like they're going to be left behind if you keep expanding, or they feel like trapped and they're projecting. It's like the crabs in the bucket. It's like you're about to leave the bucket and somebody's trying to like pull you back down. And I feel like you're ready to flip the page into a new chapter. You're planning to just have a new book, I feel. And here I see a tower moment. I feel like as you're moving into this new chapter of your life, you are kind of catalyzing a tower moment for people around you. So it's like maybe these people really relied on you energetically for your wisdom, for your solid foundation, something like that, where it's like you're finally deciding, no, I need to take care of me because right now I need to focus on relationships that are of equal balance and not so much of somebody leaning on to me, because it's too draining and I don't want to do it and I'm exhausted. And it's like saying, you know what, I'm ready to kind of move forward. And that's one of the most loving things that you can do in terms of being in your alignment. And other people, you don't want them to constantly lean on you or anyone. They need to start to develop their own sea legs. And I am a firm believer that if we constantly kind of like cushion people from their karmic lessons, we develop karma, we accrue karma because we are delaying the lessons that they are meant to learn. So these towers, it was like meant to fall anyway. Like maybe you showed up at a time where it's like you illuminated the little things that need to be fixed, and whether it's in a business or whether it is in a relationship. And it's like they had plenty of time to address it, but because they don't want to, and because it's causing a lot of trauma and a lot of triggers, it's like spirit is divinely intervening and moving you out, and it is because of a result of you stepping into your power and saying no more. People may not like it, but that's not your problem. It's not like you weren't there to help them, is what I'm feeling. Like, I feel like you've done your best, and I think you're ready to release this and just kind of step into your alignment and what makes you happy, right? Like, I feel like you're ready for a new beginning, and I feel like I want to say the ship has sailed, right? It's like you're on the ship, you're ready to go, and because people are not ready yet, instead of just preparing themselves to get on a boat later, they want to stop you from getting on your boat, and it's not going to happen. Like, it's already, like, you've already set sail. Like, it's a well-deserved reward. That's right. Like, I feel like you have, it's funny, this person is on the top here, but here you see the shadows here. Sometimes when we have a lot of light, we are placed in spaces where we do a lot of healing because there's something about our energy field that is healing for others. It illuminates a lot of shadow aspects as well. And I feel like for many parts of your life, you have been submerged in areas and in spaces around people that you truly don't resonate with. However, there's something in alignment with your energy that is illuminating things for people. Like, sometimes they need to learn something from you, right? Like, you learn from them, but some scenarios, some instances, they need to learn something from you. And even though it's confusing at the time because you're just like, why am I here? Like, why am I around these people? Like, these are people I would never speak to. It is simply because maybe you have healed from things that they need to see. And it's like they need to see what a healed version of a person would look like if they choose to do the work. Again, it's their free will to do the work or not. But for you, I feel like you're now away from them. It's like something has happened, something has shifted where you are away from that, and you are now in a space where there's just more harmony, more love, and a place where you can just be yourself, but in the right environment with the right people who are not going to try to bring you down, is what I'm picking up here. Let's see if there's any closing card the spirit wishes for me to share. Ooh. Push to the surface. You may have become complacent. You might be stalling or in need of a new surge of energy. Be aware of the dynamics of your life. Be aware of the dynamics that's around you, like in terms of these people. And spirit from that card, from what I see, is like, because when you push through and break through the surface of water, there's a lot of tension right before it happens. But if you keep going, you're going to break right through it, and you would leave the past in that way. Like, you're so close. It's either you've already done it or you're so close. And I feel like people are just kind of still learning to focus forward instead of focusing on what was or what could have been. And that's going to be the tipping point, I feel, for a lot of Aries people who are watching this. Okay, that is a lot of cards, and I'm not going to take them all, but I will take this. Safe and surrounded by love. I do feel like you are being protected at this time, and you are moving into more of an environment where there is more peace and harmony and joy. Dolphins represent a lot of joy. Excuse me while I'm picking up these cards. And like I feel like you're trusting that that's happening for you. This new chapter is going to be kind of more free from like all the drama and chaos. There's a sense of ease, a graduation, if you will. Adrift to shallow water. Take a few deep breaths and reconnect to your inner peace. Notice the small things and appreciate them. Yeah, I feel like, it's not going to feel as heavy as before, shallow water versus like heavy pressured water at the bottom of the ocean. It's like, yeah, you're feeling a lot lighter, a lot of lightheartedness, a lot of joy, more ease, more peace, more of like speaking your mind and not caring if people like it or not. Obviously, you're going to be kind about it, but it's like you're no longer overthinking what you have to say. It's like, I'm just going to say what I need to say because this is what I need, and, you know, I'm going to leave it at that. And the right people, I feel, in this next chapter of your life will hear you. You're not going to over-explain yourself, and they're going to step up to the plate. Whereas I feel like here, you've been like, your mission before was to be in these depths where people had a lot of heavy energy, and they had a lot of projections and stuff. And I feel like you've now reached a level where that they can't touch you. And if they try to project, it's not like you're enmeshed with them. You're not attached to them in the way that you previously were. So that's awesome. I feel like there's a lot of great things happening for you, and a sense of freedom, I feel, for September. I'm going to wrap your reading up here. Thank you so much again for tuning in. If anything resonated with you, feel free to like, subscribe, and share. That really helps my channel. And thank you so much, and I will talk to you later. Okay, bye.